In this video, we will explore three major Spring 1987 couture collections from Chanel, Dior, and Yves Saint Laurent. Each collection reflected the essence of its house while embracing the glamour and extravagance of 1980s haute couture. We will look at their common themes, such as dramatic silhouettes and luxurious fabrics, as well as their distinct approaches to elegance and innovation. Chanel reinterpreted classic sophistication, Dior played with romance and volume, while YSL embraced bold, theatrical statements. Let's dive into the details and see how these legendary designers defined couture in the late 1980s. Marking the 40th anniversary of the house's creation and titled Dior Toujours, Marc Bohan's 1987 Spring-Summer Haute Couture collection reworked Dior's famous tailoring with rounded shoulders, square shoulders, and patent belts for day, the collection notes stated. For evening, the designer presented a series of short, flouncy Belle Époque dresses decorated with taffeta or gazar, as well as majestic long corolla and fanned dresses. The following season, the essence of the designer's line was described in the collection notes as round shoulders, high waist, short skirts. There were high-waisted coat dresses cut in traditionally masculine fabrics, square necklines, fur trims, and flared can-can dresses. The new look was celebrated, with the same extravagant use of fabric in big coats cut wide and swinging over the new short skirt, the Times reported. To emphasize the flirty new hemlines, Marc Bohan whips them around with mink and chinchilla, or stiffens them with wire to stand out like a bell. Presented at the École des Beaux-Arts, the Haute Couture collection unfolded against an unexpected backdrop at the end of the catwalk. A statue of Inès de la Fressange, standing like the winged victory of Samothrace. Quilted Chanel bag held high in one hand, a camellia in the other. A nod to the newly opened Musée d'Orsay and its outstanding sculpture collection. Karl Lagerfeld's new silhouette was no less striking. Fashion is a game of proportions, the designer declared as he introduced his new micro suit jacket. Shrunk and worn over pencil dresses in matching plaid wools, and what he called his new parabola skirt, short evening dresses. Flat in front, but high and voluminous at the back, animated by poof-shaped clouds of tulle or ruching, ducktail petticoats, as women's wear daily described them. What I like is graphic volume, Lagerfeld explained. There's nothing stiff in it. You can play with it. It's cut like hair. Couture in the 1980s and 1990s is not for museums. It's for life, for fun, for image making, he concluded. This season's collection, made up of shirt dresses, paletot jackets, tunics in warm colors, and wide-shouldered suits, with an emphasis on buttons of various kinds, was marked by balanced proportions and an absence of superfluous details. In his daywear, Yves Saint Laurent emphasized the effects of high waists and flapped pockets, and there were naval references in the accessories for day, both in the treatment of the hats in the form of caps and the jewelry in the shape of anchors. The evening wear acquired a sensual look thanks to draped and sleeveless dresses completed with sequined boleros embroidered by Lesage. French Vogue wrote, "The long evening wear looks like the sumptuous, amazingly voluminous, and incredibly balanced setting for Yves Saint Laurent's omnipresent genius, reflected in his refusal to include any unnecessary details. For when he adds a bow, it is not to decorate the dress, but to complete its structure by adding a logical signature to it." Harper's Bazaar reported, "Stunning evening wear, with flowing dresses that were basic yet extremely sophisticated, and the dazzling audacity of very short dresses, very late at night." These evening dresses in guipure, lace, muslin, or organza were sometimes embellished with an asymmetrical train. Multicolored floral prints gave the illusion of a living garden. The couturier closed his show with a bride whose train was covered in a fresh scattering of roses, echoing the bouquet of roses the model was holding. Despite their unique approaches, all three collections shared a sense of opulence, masterful craftsmanship, and a celebration of femininity that defined late 1980s couture. Chanel, Dior, and Yves Saint Laurent each incorporated lavish materials, striking shapes, and eye-catching embellishments, reflecting the era's love for power dressing and theatrical elegance. These collections captured a time when haute couture was both a symbol of status and a space for bold artistic expression. Examining them side by side, we see how the biggest fashion houses interpreted the same cultural moment in distinct yet equally captivating ways. Did you find this type of comparison engaging? If so, let me know in the comments which other years you'd like to explore.